Vancouver's market reset. Vancouver's real estate scene is shifting fast. Rents are cooling, prices are correcting, and new opportunities are popping up across the city. From record breaking rental projects to $1 million investment plays and smart home innovation, this month's market has something for everyone. Let's dive in.
It's sunny. It's sunny in Van.
What if I told you Metro Vancouver's rental market just flipped and tenants are finally in control? That's right, renters have the upper hand for the first time in decades. Metro Vancouver's rental pipeline hit a record high, reshaping how developers, investors, and tenants play the game. Over 18,000 purpose built rentals are under construction, with another 75,000 units in planning, according to Rennie and Associates Realty. Add in non market rentals, and nearly 23,000 homes are being built, the biggest pipeline the region has ever seen. Most of these will be completed by 2030 and 2031, but the ripple effect is already here. Developers are offering free rent, internet discounts, and storage perks to fill buildings faster. After decades of scarcity, renters are suddenly calling the shots. Programs like CMHC's MLI Select and the apartment construction loan have reignited rental construction by lowering financing costs. And as condo profits shrink, developers are pivoting hard into purpose built rentals. Yet, despite the boom, we're still playing catch up. Rental supply per person is 40% lower than in 1990. For now, rents are down 5-10% across Metro Vancouver, fueled by softer demand and slower growth. Economist Ryan Berlin calls it a perfect storm, challenging for developers, but a rare break for renters. Experts expect balance to return by 2027 with gradual rent increases. So here's the big question. With this rare window of opportunity open, will you make your next move before the market shifts again? What if I told you Vancouver's housing market just took its biggest dip since 2019? Yep, this year's numbers tell a story of quiet correction. Starting with Vancouver, prices dropped by 3.1%, landing around $1,229,800. Over in West Vancouver, prices also slid 2.5%, down to $1,267,100, a softer adjustment for one of the region's most luxurious pockets. But if we cross the bridge to North Vancouver, things look different. Prices there actually increased 0.8%, reaching about $1,331,000, showing that demand in family friendly neighborhoods with strong schools and mountain views is holding firm. Meanwhile, East Vancouver saw one of the sharpest declines, falling 4.0% to roughly $1,167,800. Now, zooming in on detached homes, which felt the most pressure this year. In Vancouver, detached home prices dropped 5.3% to $2,474,600. West Vancouver's detached homes followed suit, falling 3.6% to $3,246,200. Interestingly, North Vancouver managed a small gain of 0.7%, climbing to $2,151,000, a sign that limited supply and lifestyle appeal are keeping single family demand alive. But in East Vancouver, detached homes took the biggest hit of all, plunging 7.5% to $1,749,100. That's a wake up call for investors who jumped in at peak pricing last year. Apartments told a gentler story but still lean negative. Vancouver's average apartment price slipped 5.2% to $748,100, showing that even entry level buyers are feeling the squeeze. West Vancouver mirrored that move, down 5.4% to $785,500. In North Vancouver, though, the decline was barely noticeable, just 0.5%, now around $786,200, one of the steadiest results in the region. And East Vancouver's apartments fell 5.0%, landing close to $651,500, which could start attracting first time buyers back into the market. Townhouses wrapped up the trend with some of the biggest swings. Across Vancouver, townhouse prices dropped 6.6%, sitting around $1,248,000. In West Vancouver, they dipped 5.3% to about $1,378,900, while North Vancouver's townhouse values fell 5.7% to $1,287,200. But East Vancouver once again saw the steepest pullback, down 8.9%, now averaging around $1,053,900. The takeaway, whether you're buying, selling, or just watching the market, 2025 feels like a reset year, a time when balance is finally returning to Metro Vancouver real estate. Vancouver's forecast calls for cloudy skies and steady rain, perfect weather to appreciate a home that keeps you cozy and connected. Meet Gryphon Nova by Gryphon Development, a new condo and townhouse community built for modern Vancouver living at 989 West 67th Avenue, with 43 homes priced from $876,000 to $2.5 million. It blends luxury design with smart innovation through the Gryphon Nest system, which features touchless entry, transforming furniture, and medical grade air and water filtration. Every detail is designed for comfort: EV ready parking, triple pane windows, and 9 to 10 feet ceilings that make rainy days feel brighter. With incentives up to $50,000, Gryphon Nova isn't just stylish, it's a smarter way to live through every Vancouver season. When the rain hits, wouldn't you rather weather it in a home built for your lifestyle? What if a simple condo purchase today could turn into over $1 million in return within 10 years? Sounds bold, but let's break it down together. Imagine buying a property right now for $869,000. You put in a down payment of $65,175, a manageable entry point for a growing investor ready to step into the Vancouver market. That leaves you with a mortgage amount of $803,825, which translates into a monthly mortgage payment of $4,323. Now, here's where things get interesting. The potential monthly rent for this property is $3,957. That means your monthly loss would be about $619. Even with that slight monthly loss, the down payment's yearly ROI with rent sits around 1.39%, already stronger than most traditional savings accounts. Over 10 years, you have built $226,431 in equity just by holding the property. That's wealth you create passively month after month as your mortgage balance drops. Now, let's assume the market continues its steady rhythm. Your property value could increase to $1,708,786 in that same 10-year window. That appreciation alone could lead to a 10-year profit if the property is sold of $839,786. Combine that with your down payment, rental income, and the equity you've built, and your total wealth position reaches about $1,131,393. That's a total return on investment of 1,593%. And even if you cut that forecast in half, the 50% conservative 10-year projection still lands at $1,196,174 in property value, with a 10-year profit, if sold, of $327,174. That's the beauty of real estate: steady appreciation, leverage growth, and long term payoff. Ever wondered what's floating in the air inside your home? Meet the Amazon Smart Air Quality Monitor, a compact device that tracks 5 key factors: particulate matter, VOCs, carbon monoxide, humidity, and temperature, giving you real time insight into your indoor environment. It connects seamlessly to the Alexa app, showing an easy to read air quality score and LED indicator that changes as your air quality shifts. If conditions worsen, Alexa sends a phone alert or announces it through Echo devices so you can act fast. You can even set up routines to automatically turn on purifiers, fans, or dehumidifiers when air quality drops, all hands free. Made from recycled materials and certified for humans, it's simple to set up and built for everyone. If your home could speak, what would it tell you about the air you breathe? What happens when one man's story ignites a nation's art form? From November 6 to 9, 2025, the Culture Historic Theater will host Oscar, homage to the rebel maestro of flamenco, honoring dancer and choreographer Oscar Nieto, a legend who shaped Canada's flamenco culture. Featuring 5 dancers, 2 guitarists, 2 singers, and a percussionist, the show celebrates Oscar's work from the 1970s to today, blending passionate performances with personal stories and archival footage. From his roots in Texas to international tours and mentorship in Vancouver, it's a journey of rhythm, resilience, and community. Tickets run $35 to $59, supporting the next generation of flamenco artists. When was the last time a performance truly moved your spirit? That wraps up this edition of Sunny in Van. If you found this market update helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy house hunting. Sunny out.
Welcome to Sunny in Van, where the sun always shines. Join us on this journey to find your dream home in Vancouver.